What is happening, Blades? And welcome back to the Blades Ramble. We are Ramble on the road this week. A little bit of a cheeky last minute trip away, but that does not stop us bringing you all the latest Blades related content on this channel. Thank you to all our new subscribers, everybody that's tuning in to watch. Thank you also to our new Ramblers, whether that's YouTube or Patreon. The support has been absolutely incredible, so thank you very much. It's very much appreciated, and we are gaining significant momentum as a channel, and you are all a part of that, so thank you. This is a little bit old school. I haven't recorded on my phone for some time, but I just wanted to jump on and sort of talk to you a little bit about a couple of things that we've been doing recently, where the channel's going to be going. It's also going to be a Luton preview. But first I wanted to say thank you for all the kind words on Darren Smith's interview. Always great having Darren on the channel, and look, he's aware as much as I that there is a minority, and I think it is a minority, that, you know, I may be wrong even in that, but I think it's a vocal minority personally, especially when things are going bad for the club. We want someone to blame, and Darren cops it because he's been seen previously as the mouthpiece for the Prince and the club, and some people don't agree with that, and I understand all the concerns, as does Darren. So some people have been vocal about us having Darren back on the channel, but I always think he brings a valuable insight. So if it's not your thing, there's no pressure to watch, but I do know that an awful lot of people get a lot of value out of hearing what Darren has to say and hearing the inner workings of the club, whether you agree with the means that the club are revealing that information or not, and I understand that too. There's been some questions in the comment section about what Jimmy, the Prince said to you in his interview that Betis is going to be doing a statement about where the club's going in terms of Cat 1 and the other developments in and around the training ground and the hotel. Where is it? Well, Darren's provided an update on that as well. Stephen Betis hasn't been very well recently, apparently, so that's been the delay in getting that news out. It's not that the Prince is full of lies and false promises, and you may believe that in other contexts, but you can't. If somebody's been ill and not been able to get their work out as intended, then sometimes we have to cut a bit of slack, don't we? So I want to thank our channel sponsors, Action Coach Sheffield, if you're a growing business and want to continue that growth, they are the people to speak to. We're also kindly sponsored by VMB Autos, and we're also sponsored by Triple Point Brewery, which is where we are every pre-match. And as we're talking about pre-match, this is your match preview for Luton, and the last time, certainly for some time, that it'll be in this sort of guise. And I say that because due to the success of the phone-ins that we've been having, we're going to revamp a little bit of the content. What we don't want to do is come away from anything that we've done previously. We always try and evolve as a channel and provide you with the best content we can. The phone-ins have been a roaring success, so much so that I couldn't end the stream because we had so many callers waiting to come on and speak to us about the game. So knowing now that that demand is there, we're switching it up a little bit. It's been a while since I've been able to do dedicated match previews. So what I want to do is we're going to have a live 30-minute pre-show before a game. It'll be either a day or two before the game, and that'll be for half an hour, and that'll be a call-in where, rather than me just come on 5-10 minutes or even a short where I say, this is my team, what's your team? I want you to be able to come on and have your say if that's what you want to do. It's not mandatory. We'll still do a show even if we get no callers, because we'll do a preview anyway of the game. But it's there, and I'm putting a time on it, so we've got an out of 30 minutes. So that's going to be called the warm-up, which is something that we've run with before, but we're now going to officially brand it as the warm-up, which is going to be a pre-game call-in, open to anybody, and I'll leave the links when I do those streams in the comments so people can join in and jump on and have their say. Similarly, the post-matches are probably the most fun I have speaking to you guys about how the game's gone. It's not been great this season, don't get me wrong, but it's the prime time to vent, and we often joke about it when we've done it before in the past about it being a bit of a therapy session, particularly with the way results have gone this season. But that is when people want to talk about the game the most. So that, and I thank you to Paul from PN UK for coming up with this moniker, but that is going to be tagged 90 after 90. That's going to be our new post-match phone-in show for 90 minutes after the 90 minutes we've played. It might end up being, with Premier League as it is, it might end up being 107 after 107, but we're sticking with 90 after 90. Again, that is your opportunity to come on, vent your frustrations probably this season, or just let me know what you think in terms of how that particular game has gone. It's your chance to have your say. We can go back and forth on that as well. We've also got other content in the works, very exciting stuff coming to the channel, maybe some new faces that have contributed in bits and bats. We want to give people the opportunity to be more creative and see what works really. So you've seen Riley on the channel, there'll be a couple more faces coming soon as well. I'm not going anywhere, I'm not taking a step back or anything like that, but thank you to everybody for wanting to be a part of the channel. And if you want to support us further, you can do that. You know how that is now. By now, all the details are below. You can become a YouTube Rambler, which gets you early access to content and involvement in our WhatsApp group discussions. There's almost 100 people in that group, and it's, as I said, it's very busy, but it's very fun and it's great conversation back and forth, and we don't always agree, and that's absolutely fine. To go that step further, you can become an elite or a platinum Rambler. That's like through our Patreon page, and I'll leave all the details below. That is even earlier access, a more exclusive WhatsApp group, and for the Platinum Ramblers, they get ad-free rambles as well. On to Luton then. The question I need to ask you, not before I ask the regular question, is are we past the point of yeah, but if? So, yeah, but if we lost 5-0 to Aston Villa, yeah, but if we can get something against Luton, then just maybe. Are we past that point yet? I don't know if I am. I was. The last time I went live, I just put rubbish, because it was a rubbish result. It was a rubbish performance. I think even I am saying, I think Wilder will question, and I think he's come out and said as much, to be fair, will question his own tactics on that. Rubbish all round, and Luton are flying at the minute. I think it's going to be a really, really tough game. You blindly look at it as a 6-pointer in terms of these should be the games that we pick up the points. We're on different trajectories at the minute. Their momentum is high. They're pulling out results out of nowhere that you don't expect them to get points. And we just have never got going this season. We've never got going. We look down and out. It looks like we need a full reset as a squad and as a club to a degree. Everything's against us going into this game. At Kenilworth Road, we never liked going there. We got a point last season. It's going to be really tough. But what if? I'll let you put your comments down below as to if we get 3 points, because it could look very different. And we will be doing a 90 after 90. It will be the debut of 90 after 90, the post-game match, but it won't be till Monday. So come and join me Monday night. We'll talk all things the Luton game, which is when I'm next going to be available to do a live. But yeah, really looking forward to hearing your comments on that. So get involved, and yeah, we'll see how we're feeling after that game, whichever way it goes. So the last thing I need to ask you, and I got slaughtered for mine last time, but we're going to go through it, and you're gonna tell me where I'm right and wrong. What's your team? So this is my team, no surprises. I'm going Gerbic back in net. I'm settling on Gerbic as the pronunciation. I'm not sure whether you agree with that or not, but we're going with it. I'm hoping Georgie Baldock's fit again, but if not, I'm mixing it up a little bit here. And I don't know whether you agree. I think Bogle has improved under Wilder, but I think he's been susceptible the last few games. I'm going to back 4, and I'm going to go Mason Holgate at right back. And it's a little bit of a square peg in a round hole, and I don't like doing it, but we need it for the players that we've got, to get the best out of the players that we've got, in my opinion. And Nell, who I think probably there's an argument he should be dropped, but we're going to Nell, who is captain and won't be dropped, as right centre-back. Jack Robinson comes back in at left centre-back after I think he came in and did okay, and just okay. Let's not go over the top. I think he did okay against Villa when we're already massively down. Reece Norrington-Davies is my left back, so Trusty misses out after a couple of poor performances. And then it's the usual that I like to pick, as we all know by now. So I'm going Sousa in front of the back 4 to shield and protect. Andre Brooks and Gus Hamer in the middle. Ben Brereton Diaz and James McAtee providing the width but cutting inside to join the attack. Behind my pick, Cameron Archer. I think it'll be Ollie McBurney if I'm honest. But we'll see. That's my team. That's my team that I think will be able to give Luton a hell of a good go. You let me know if you agree with that. put your teams down below. I'll try my best to reply to some of the comments. I've been really poor at that recently, but obviously the signal here is appalling as well, so it doesn't help in that regard. So thanks again for your support. It's very much appreciated. Come on, you red and white wizards. Up the blades!